Any questions? Before we start, you can type it on the comment. Hello, ladies. Wow, it's been a long while since the last time I went online. I think the last time I was doing this live broadcast for for free. This was February last year, 2024, and I probably was the only one or the only two free live classes that I had last year. And today, this is my first time this year to show up live. So, How are you today? I'm so excited to be here again. So both ladies in the uh, Facebook or and also YouTube. Say hello. So I know you're around. It's summer again. Oh my god, it's hot, right? So I'll show you a little bit the beautiful castle that I'm here in. So I have to vent heat. Have to. Okay, that's better. So long time no see, ladies. Um, what's going on in your world? I would like to know how you guys are doing. So these days, what have I been doing? I'm still doing a little of work actually because majority of my time is taken for something else. If you are interested in what, you can ask me personally um, because I don't think I'm expected to sort of very direct with you about what's going on in the world because I've been so restricted. And these days I work mostly one on one with a few clients, work privately, which I really enjoy very much, working privately with some of the ladies. Um, so I guess we get to the quieter phase of my astonishing career. It has been astonishing, right? Apart from the last 5 years, because I was so needed in some other ways, in some other capacity, I haven't really done a lot of, focusing on um, my day job. Um, and we see around us, the world is kind of burning, right? It's just like part of the process to be expected. And it will only escalate. Uh, but that's okay. It's the darkest hours, like they say, is before the dawn, right? So we're going through our darkest hours as a people, but it's gonna end glorious. I have no doubt about it. And if you follow me closely, and if you are interested in the other things that I do, you'll get the information that you need. But I probably best not to talk about it in social media like Facebook or YouTube because they don't like me. They just remove my Instagram. They disable my Instagram, my other page, Karina Peng, the Order of the Blue Rose, and also my other Facebook account under Cat Peng. So I'm no longer there. I am on Karina Peng, semi-active, and my main page, which is, if you watch it here from my main page, it's Karina Peng, Feminine Magnetism. I still also have X or Twitter. You can follow me there if you want to know what's going on with my other activity, or you can follow me on Telegram under Karina Peng, the perfect storm, or you can also follow me on YouTube under Karina Peng. Hi, ladies on YouTube. So I'm now on 3 platforms. So I want to discuss, I guess, whatever you feel you want to talk about, ladies. But I also want to announce that I would have a masterclass that will happen on August 16 on a Saturday, uh, 2025 at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or 11 Pacific time. Uh, this master class is going to be something that you will need, and you know that all my classes are, jam packed with true information that works, advice that works. It's not just fluff, right? Fluff to sell other things. I don't do that. So it's seven things. It's titled Seven Things Not to Do to Speed Up Commitment. Of course, from the man you adore, from the man you love, from your EUM, because a lot of you have these problems. And I'm working with a few ladies with these issues right now. The wishy-washy kind of like take it slow, emotional, unavailable man, or EUM, we call it. It's only $47. So you might want to grab it as soon as you can. The link is either here or there. Here, I guess, right? On the see at the description of this broadcast, there is a PayPal link there you can use. Only $47. Very rare cat, you know, uh, does a masterclass for that cheap. And yeah, if you cannot attend live, then you're gonna have the recording. But the $47 will expire on August 1st. So starting August 1st, it will be $20 more. So still very affordable in this current economy. So $67. But if you wanna the cheapest, this is now. Get it only $47. I put the PayPal link below or up, and the title will grab your curiosity, especially if you are in this predicament. Seven things not to do with your man or guy or your EUM that you adore that will speed up commitment. If you are so concerned or very restless right now because he's so slow and you're not sure if you're doing things right, and a lot of you might not do things right, and that is forgivable, by the way. So don't feel bad about seeking advice from the expert, because I did everything that you did and much more. even even crazier probably than what you ever done with the guy that you adore. So even if you have done it anyway, come to the master class because you still can fix it. Trust in the expert, the man whisperer, and the last resort, this one. And rest assured, as I say, every class, every master class I have is not just a facade to sell something else, even though I might sell something else, but still the information is valuable as it is. Even the free class, the information is valuable as it is. I don't hold back like that. Um, so if other people might have free masterclass or $7 or whatever, and all they do is just selling you. All they do is just a pitch. You know what I'm saying, right? So do that, and uh, if you are ready to work one-on-one with me, I have a special summer package that will keep you very safe and protected in a way that, oh my God, I have the help, the genie in a bottle, 24/7, with the master of understanding a male psyche. The genetic, the last genetic match to King David, Jesus Christ, and Mary Magdalene. So you understand why I have this kind of skill, because of my genetic codes. Um, so it's a kind of like special talent in a way. That is a gift of insights that not many people have, right? So I could see right through people and their energy and their motivations and the reason why they do what they do. And if you understand just a little bit of this, you become so powerful in all your relationship with other people, and especially with guys. Because a lot of you always have questions. Why does he do this? Why does he do it? It doesn't make sense to us, right? It doesn't make sense to you. Why, if he loves me, he doesn't call me every day? Why, if he loves me, he doesn't introduce me to his inner circle, to his friends, to his family yet? Why, if he loves me, he doesn't celebrate Valentine's Day with me? Or he doesn't celebrate holidays with me? There's so many questions that you ask that probably for the most part are very tormenting, right? It's torturous, not knowing why a man that we adore, that we hope that one day will marry us, is not doing half the things that we think or we expect that he should do. What's going on? So, uh, Karina Peng has been known as the specialist or the expert of uh, complicated relationships or situationships. My track record is incredible. I've helped so many women dealing with this. Some have been on a leash for like 20 something years and find the marriage that was a few years ago. Some other ladies said that, oh, at first he said to me, I wouldn't marry you because you have children and I don't want to raise other people's children. Marie, if you're here, I say hello to you. Marie is also right now in the fan subscription, which is very affordable. Um, she is now married to that guy who said to her, I cannot marry you because you have children. I don't want to raise other men's kids. But she's now married, maybe the last 6 months has been married to him. But still, she still needs my help. So she is now in the fan subscriptions, only $127 a month, ladies. I'll give you the link later. Um, and you can access the library of treasure consisting of 30, 332, 31, 331 classes amounting to over 400 hours of very illuminating, very enlightening content that you won't find anywhere else. All $427. You can start listening to those classes, maybe, day in, day out, right? Take advantage of it. You can listen to as many as you want, as long as you are in the subscription or on the membership. And then every month, I also show up to answer your questions. So on top of access to the previous classes, you also get live coaching from me. I'm very generous, extremely generous. That kind of service is not available in the coaching industry today. They're so filled with parasites. So I have to say it as it is. Filled with parasites, predators who just want to, make as much money as you with very little service and work as possible, because these people are this, the believers or the preachers of the gospel of prosperity that tell you, oh, you know what, you can be extremely rich by doing very little, maybe just like week 3 work day a week. You can earn 5 figure, 6 figure. Now their lives are getting worse and worse as the economy goes worse and worse, to like, oh, you can have your $1 million day, $1 million month. They're just getting more and more ridiculous and insane in their marketing, because probably they're desperate, right? The more desperate they are, the more gonna they're going to brag and lie about their income claims. And I've been in the business for over 13 years, so I know what is what. So you cannot lie to me. And when I see something off, I'm gonna say it because that doesn't sit well with me. You know what I'm saying? So when you come with me, you got your money worth. That is a guarantee because it's part of my passions to help you. Not just because of the money, but I truly enjoy what I do. I'm very passionate about what I do. Even though these days I've been so restricted, so persecuted, that's why I work with fewer clients, which actually allow me to give more of myself to each one of you um, who hires me. So that is a plus for you, ladies. So if you want to try, you know, if you're new to me, especially, maybe you don't want to spend a lot of money yet, which I totally get. So you can be on my monthly membership or fan subscriptions, only $127 a month with minimum commitment of 3 months. That's it. And you'll be very uh, informed about a lot of things that you don't know, a lot of mistakes you have done, a lot of possibilities, a lot of ways for you to improve your situations without actually trying too hard, without fixing. One of the things of my magic is how to fix your relationship without fixing. Nobody else can teach you that because it's a paradox, right? How do you fix something without fixing? Well, you can, and I'll show you how. And so, if you really, really new, then you don't want to miss this masterclass on August 16th. 7 things not to do that you probably have done that cause your relationship to stall and him to have major doubts and hesitations about going a long way with you. Only $47, and then it will be $67 on August 1st. And if you're ready for private one-on-one with me, I have a summer special package, which is again very reasonable. Uh, you got all access to me every day for 30 days. And I'm not gonna charge, like $200,000 because some other coaches kind of do. They charge that kind of money for for what I offer. 20,000, $50,000 for what I offer. I only uh, price it at a very reasonable rate of 3,333, which you're gonna get 70 minutes of private coaching with me, like this one-on-one, that you can divide into two 35 minutes. And then throughout the whole month, you also have access to me through Telegram or Foxer. So if there is something that you want to ask or something happens between you and him that you need like immediate support or help or insight on, you can just Foxer or Telegram me. It's originally Monday to Friday, but because this is summer special, you can really reach out to me at all days and pretty much all hours, within reason. Say if you reach out at 9 p.m., probably I will respond the next day because probably I won't be near the cell phone. But Monday to Sunday. So every day in a month, you can reach out to me asking for support. And the support that I'm going to give you is audio. So I'm going to talk to you like this through Foxer and Telegram, right? You can ask your question and I will respond within probably a few hours. Usually I'm very fast, but if I'm outside or doing something else, right, I might be caught on something else, then I'll probably respond within the same day. Um, and and on top of that, you also get one bonus class that will also help you a great deal in dealing with this non-committal man, which probably boils down to your anxiety. So I will bonus you with this class valued at $167 called um, Why You Are Anxious and How to Overcome Your Anxiety. The class, I believe, it's like 90 minutes. So on top of everything else, you can listen to this class that will soothe you really, really uh, fundamentally soothe you and shift you energetically. So you no longer have to be so restless, wondering, and then become so compulsive that you always want to reach out to him. That doesn't work with a guy. When you are anxious, you push him away, further and further away. And I believe probably you have done all that, right? But now you are under my care. You can always reach out to me when you are anxious. Kat, what do I need to do? He hasn't talked to me in 3 days. What should I do? Then I will talk to you, instill some senses to calm you down, right? That for the summer special package, three, as I said, 3,333 US dollars. If you need a plan, I can also provide you with a plan. I'm pretty flexible. So just come to me and let me know. But if you don't need that extensive or intensive support, you can also get my uh, hourly coaching package that also comes with 1 week Faxer or Telegram support Monday to Friday. But for the summer, I give it extra weeks. So 2 weeks of Faxer support. It's $1,333. You got 60 minutes coaching like this one-on-one that you can divide into two. And also Monday to Friday, Faxer or Telegram support that will potentially add into your hours to become 2 or even more, 2 hours or more, or maybe three. So extremely reasonable compared to what is available in the market. I can assure you that, right? Because when you reach out to me with Faxer or Telegram, for example, you will express yourself for, let's say, 10 minutes. And I will listen to it for 10 minutes. And I will re listen to it sometimes for another 10 minutes. And I'll give you an answer, say 5 minutes. That is about 20 to 25 minutes of my time every day just to answer your question, right? That adds into your package. So say 20 minutes a day, 5 days a week, that is already 100 minutes over an hour. So in 2 weeks, 200 minutes, right? So 200 minutes is 3 hours. It's crazy. So basically, originally you pay for an hour, but you got 2 or 3 hours, added into the package. So make it even like cheaper for every hour. It's not only that, I don't give you just time, of course, but I give you solution to your problem. That's what you want, right? You don't care about as much about the time, how much time that you get from me. If the advice doesn't work, that it doesn't matter, right? But I give you solution to your problem. I give you peace of mind. I give you well-being, personal well-being, and that is priceless. That is, I don't know if it's available within that range in the market because everyone's charging you an arm and a leg these days. So you can compare it with other coaches. They're gonna charge for the same kind of thing 3 or 4 times more. So I am extremely reasonable with you, ladies. And for the summer package, I only have 3 spots because it will take a lot of my time. One's already filled. I'm working with one right now. So two, I need two more people to fill that spot. But if you want a less intensive one, you can get the hourly package. I give you bonus another week. So as I said, one hour can become 2 or 3 hours. That is such a deal, and you will get the transformation and the solution that you need. That is the most important part of it. So not long ago, I have a client who before coming to me, she paid $6,000 for, I don't know, a package of private session that she only used once because she didn't find it appealing. $6,000 for just one session because she didn't like the coach, and she came to me for like a fraction of it. That is the reality of the coaching industry right now, ladies. The marketing is uh, so much so much more attractive than the real service or the real content that you will get, or the real dedication that you will get, right? So any questions, ladies? I'm here to answer your question if you have. So let me see. There is no question. Hello, ladies who just show up. You can ask questions if you want, and I will try my best to answer you. But I want to talk about something today, which is uh, the issue of the unhealed healer, right? Recently, a client or came to me. Uh, she was sharing her experience being coached. I won't name names. Being coached by this other trauma informed coach or something uh, that told her things that actually created more problems and more, uh, because she doesn't understand. For example, she would say things like you are fake, you are narcissist, and you're based on ego, this and that. And then when she asks, what do you mean by that? Well, you have to sign up for this package. Then I will tell you. And this package is like $10,000 or something. Again, that is the just the reality of the coaching industry right now, right? So they will withdraw, like withhold information. You know, uh, when you call information, not necessarily that is a very useful or skillful or good information. But a lot of it is just a lot of woo stuff, of these new age coaches, who also believe in the gospel of prosperity, the law of attraction coaches, the manifestation coaches, and all that. So they withhold as much information as they can. So until you sign up for the next thing, I understand, coaches, whatever professions, you need to make money, right? Even I do totally get it. I need to make money too. And time's really hard right now. Everybody's going through that. The difference is I'm not going to lie to you saying that, this month I make 7 figures, 6 figures, and all that. And these coaches all do that. And then they will sort of hook you into, you know, what they call a container. It's called a container, so you don't get out, right? Because you'll be contained in that, right? Uh, Possibly the really manipulative one. They want to contain you for a lifetime, so you become a source of income for them. So it's kind of, it's not kind of, it's very predatory what happens in the coaching industry right now. A lot of people are being swindled their life savings. Some have to file for bankruptcy because of paying these coaches tens of thousands of dollars. So I'm so sorry to hear that, and we're gonna deal with that in the new era. um, so they have a ways to make you stay in their container, like uh, one period to another, to the next, to the next. So you sign up for more and more and more. Many thousands of women have been kind of not kind of, have been um, swindled of their savings or their investment or their money to the tune of hundreds of thousands of dollars. Not only like 1,000, 2,000. It's no longer that. When I first started in the coaching industry, 1,000, 2,000 was considered high tickets, right? Right now, high tickets is a minimum 50,000, something like that. Some charges 300,000, 500,000, or even a million, whatever in their delusional mind. They think they can get away with charging people that much money without them getting exposed or getting bad mouthed online. So that is the reality of the coaching industry. So she was telling me, well, she told me that I'm a narcissist, that I'm fake, uh, that I am an egoistic person, and I need to pay more for 6 months for $10,000, to know the details of my problems, sort of thing. I mean, she's been working with her for like a few, like 5, 6 hours, and still. So, and I talked to her a little bit. Well, I said, I don't sense that you are a narcissist, right? Because usually I'm good, like in detecting energy in people. Of course, even though, when you first get to know someone or you first talking to someone, there is no way you would know for sure that this person is not a narcissist or not. But from the way I sense, she sounds sweet. She sounds just like normal. Yeah, she has traumas, like a lot of people, right? Um, and she needs help. She's, she's going through major depression. So a lot of unhealed healers, they're not really helping their clients, but they're making the predicament worse by this misdiagnosis, or more likely just a very hidden agenda, not so hidden agenda, just to keep you in a container. So you keep signing up for more and spending more and more, which is the business model of the mainstream coaches this day. The vast majority of coaches pick this business model, which is to me very unethical, which I've never applied. All my career, 13 years, I never had a sales team. I never really had a sales call. I did some discovery calls a few times. In fact, with her, it was a discovery call too. So it wasn't really a coaching sessions, but just I wanted to know if we are a fit. So if you want to know if you are a fit with me, uh, you can, if you can PM me, say, Kat, I want to talk to you if you are a fit. Uh, I want to work with you together. So, and I'll give you about 30 minutes just to talk heart to heart about your situation, about what we can do together, and what you can expect in terms of me guiding you and helping you. And trust that I will not take advantage of you, because I have a holy bloodline in me. It's so far removed in my being to want to take advantage of people. So I'm the probably about the only one. I'm not saying the only one, but close enough to being. Probably there are a handful of coaches still that are not like that. I'm not claiming I'm the only one, but probably one of the handful people who will truly care about your well-being, and not to take advantage of you and give value to your money, because that's what I believe. That's why I'm being taught all my life. You know, you have to earn everything. You cannot just expect, you know, to take more than to give. That's not how I'm raised. That's not what I believe. So I I know exactly your position as a customer or a client, because I'm also a customer or a client of other things, of other businesses. And I would approach it the same way you would to me. So I'm very open to it. I'm very fair, very generous and fair. And I like to help you. That's the main thing. I don't want you to, even though hundreds of women, even after years following me, they're still with me. But it's not because I manipulate them into signing up for more and more and more every time. No, they do it out of their own free will or on their own volition. Cat, because I find your advice really work. You know, it has helped me. So I want to keep working with you. So never from myself saying that you need to stop, you need to sign up for more for 10,000 and this. I don't have anything worth 10,000 right now. So even after 13 years, I'm very modest in my pricing. Some of the coaches would say, "Oh yeah, because you're just." Some actually say you're very cheap. You're cheap, meaning that your price is just very cheap, meaning compared to others. Yeah, because I'm reasonable. You know, I'm not uh I'm not offering you sort of like rainbows and unicorns. You know, that's this fantasy. I'm very cutthroat. I'm very realistic in my advice, in my approach, and you never have to wonder with me where I stand with you, because I'm honest. If I don't like you, you won't talk to me. That's all. I don't play this game. You know, if I don't like you, I find you disrespectful. I find you say, an energy vampire. I will say it in your face right away, and I'll cut you off. That's how I operate. Money cannot buy me. I don't care how much money you have or how much money you can give me. But if I'm not okay inside of myself, being with you, being around you, I won't do it. Your money cannot buy me. No amount of money can buy me. That's why I'm the chosen one. That's why the Q team picked me as their spokesperson, as the person that will lead our nation out of this predicament, apart from of course my bloodline, right? Recently I also found out that not only I'm the genetic match to King David, Jesus Christ, and Mary Magdalene, but I'm also the direct descendant of Sitting Bull. Sitting Bull, the Soul Lakota chief, is actually my great great grandfather. How mind blowing that is! I Do you believe it? I don't. I mean I do, but a part of me cannot believe it either. I don't believe it. So I'm not only Asian and also Shem from the bloodline of Judah. I'm also Native American, Cherokee, Solakota, and Chippewa. So I'll be leading this nation, going back to my ancestral, the triumph of my ancestral land. So this is why I'm kind of dangerous for the establishment, ladies. So that's the start. Any question, please? Don't hesitate. I love answering questions. I can only see. So if you want to ask question, ask it on my page so I can see it. If you in the group and then ask your questions there, and I wouldn't be able to see it because I'm not there. Okay. So again, back to the unhealed healers, right? In order for you to become uh, an effective or successful healer, right? it's very important that you have lessened that ego drive. If you're still driven by ego, how can you help? Because then it's going to be a conflict of interest within you, between making money, between enriching yourself, and being truthful and honest with your clients. So the tale of the unhealed healers that we see, uh, that is happening in the coaching industry, yeah, it's because a lot of these coaches, they know the talk, they talk the talk, but they don't really walk the walk because they don't know. A lot of things that they say really come from some theory, whatever it is, some theory about trauma, theory about shadow work, theory about the ego. A lot of theories they just parrot superficially and intellectually from other sources, books, right? Maybe they're doing some inner work, but they haven't really got to the point that they truly understand what drives them in the first place. So they still have a veil in terms of dealing with you and your issues. What is the veil that these coaches are still wearing, that are a hindrance for to really access uh, the truthfulness of their clients' problem situation and the solution that can ensue. Do you know what I'm saying? So the veil that these coaches are still wearing are thoughts. So everything is still marred, still tainted by thoughts. Thoughts of the theories that they read, they parrot without any intuitive understanding. So it's not really inner knowledge, but rather something they find, their mind find, oh, that sounds logical. So yeah, I can incorporate it into my coaching practice, right? But the deeper nature, or uh, the real meaning of those theories, they're really it uh, they're still very elusive, meaning out of reach to their intuitive understanding, because they haven't really had the first-hand experience that points to the direction of the applications of this theory. Do you understand what I'm saying? Right? And then further, it was also marred and stained by their motivations to make money, to keep you in their containers. So they keep making money on you. So it's getting even, like, in a way, more harmful than it's worth. So they're gonna harm you even more. This is why I don't dispense advice, one advice, one piece of advice fit all kind of thing, because there is no one advice fit all, ladies, right? If an, a severely anxious person comes to me for help, and then another one is emotionally unavailable woman come for me for help, do you think I will give them the same advice? Of course not. So I will give advice tailor-made specifically to their predicament, to their situation. But a lot of coaches, they don't do it that way because they don't understand yet. They don't have really the capacity to understand the differences, because they are not really that advanced themselves in their inner work. They still have issues, they still have problems, they still have neurosis. So if a neurotic person is trying to coach you, to guide you, it's like a blind leading the blind. It's not only you're not they're not gonna help you, they're gonna also make situation worse. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't understand, please ask questions so I can explain it further for you, right? Part of being a healer is the understanding why a client does what she does or doesn't do what she doesn't, as well as based on her stories why the guy she's seeing, for example, does what he does or doesn't do what he doesn't do, what he's supposed to do. Only very experienced coaches who master the inner knowledge, who master the higher self, can guide you, can tell you why. And a lot of times these things unfortunately cannot really be taught because it's a process. It's a journey to get there. I didn't become like this just like that either. It was a journey filled with trial and tribulation, pain, suffering, and sorrow. Sometimes you have to hit your rock bottom to understand the folly of your mistakes and actions. That's part of the process. And I'm going to guide you. I'm always teaching you to surrender to the process, which I don't think many coaches understand that point either because they are so by the book. Right, ladies? Do you understand what I'm saying? So, so this lady who came to me said, I feel very connected with you. I feel comfortable with you after the discovery call. So hopefully she will sign up for, coaching session or package with me soon. So if she does, then probably I have one spot left for the summer special, the intensive one. So right now, if you are in a serious situation in which like you really need, by around the clock hand holding by an expert, so I suggest you to take that package. $3,333 for the whole month. And if you sign up 3 months in a row, I will invite you for a one night, 1 day intensive in my house in California. So that is included if you sign up for 3 months in a row. So you can spend one night in my home, all inclusive. You can sleep in my guest room, what I call the honeymoon suite. And you're going to have 1 day intensive with me for free. For free. Again, that's so invaluable. But 3 months in a row for the summer special. Okay. Um, Other than that, oh, another thing. If you don't want one on one, you can get done with the without the one on one like this. You can also sign up for just Telegram or Foxer support, which is for the whole month, which is only 1,699. Uh, it's again Monday to Friday, but for this month, I will give you pretty much if you reach me out on the weekend uh, at reasonable hours. I will also try my best to answer you on weekends. That's 1,699. I'll give you all the links later for the whole month, Monday to Friday. We possibly through Sunday as well. If I'm around on the weekend, I will answer you because, as I said, I really enjoy doing this. I love doing this. I thrive helping you guys. By helping you, I'm actually helping myself. That's what I love about this job. It's very healing to me too. It's not only healing to you, it's very healing to me. I love to help you. Okay. Again, 1,699 for around the clock support for less than 2,000 for someone my caliber with proven track records, not just claims. A lot of people claim, oh, I have thousands of success stories. I actually do have thousands of success stories. I compile everything into the testimonials that I didn't ask into a book already, which you can get for $27 if you like. So I'm not just boasting or lying, giving you misrepresentation of myself. That's the one thing I don't do, and I've been still very successful even without doing that. It tells you something. Ladies, if there is no more question, I'm so glad that I did it today. So maybe I'll show up more often, right? Because I want to promote the masterclass only $47. Please sign up now because then it will be up by $20, $67 next month. You sign up, you got the lowest rate. And then after the live masterclass, when I sell it, it will be 167. So if you want the lowest rate, less than 50% of the published rate later, sign up now. Later it will be $167. If you sign up now, it's only $47. It's a no-brainer, ladies. It's a no-brainer. Those of you who are trapped in this situationship, please don't suffer alone. Come to the live masterclass and ask me question. Let me coach you there. Okay. So I will try to show up again more. Maybe tomorrow if I feel like it. Today I feel spontaneous. So I will only do things that makes me happy and joyful. Today it makes me happy that I'm talking to you. All right. If you have no questions, then I will just end this uh, broadcast, and I'm gonna see you in the master class soon. And before that, I'll see you again soon for the free broadcast. Okay. But maybe before I go, let's play some music. While I'm trying to locate, the end button of all these three platforms. Uh, let's try this lady. But you know what? I don't want because YouTube very strict about copyrights. So I guess I will just end it. But I love this lady. Her name is Lovely. So lovely. So lovely. Okay. I'll talk to you soon. Okay. Bye.